When I was little, I had a lot of dreams, and I'm sure you did too. I'm going to wait for you to join because I didn't tell anyone I was going live. So I just got off a call, and I thought I'd share this story with you about my dreams and how I keep my inner fire lit, why it's so important that I do, and how you can keep your inner fire lit as well so that you stay happy, joyful, energized, and you have more to give. Crucial for leaders. So, as when I was a little girl, I dreamt of being a marine biologist, and I had many dreams. I dreamt of having little redheaded kids run around, or I also dreamt of being a single mom with a little black baby. I never ended up getting a black baby, but I did get a half Jamaican niece, and I'm very, very thankful for her too. So, what about you? What did you dream of when you were little? I also dreamt of traveling the world and speaking and working with people on a very deep level to inspire them. How about you? What dream did you have when you were little? Dreams do magic for us, right? They light us up, they give us energy, much like stoking a fire. When we focus on our dreams and we cultivate them, the fire within us that's meant to warm other people is nice and hot. It's like lit right up. We feel energized, on fire, like we have so much to live for. We have purpose. So, fast forward to my teenage years, and I started dreaming more of speaking from the stage, more of private work with people, but I had no clue that coaching was even a profession. And I found out about coaching in my early 20s, started taking the training over a couple more years. Then I started taking on paying clients, and business was growing. Unfortunately, at the same time, I started sliding down the slippery slope into the land of people pleasing. And I made myself available like an emergency room to my clients 24/7 because I started believing some lies like if I didn't make myself available all the time, then something bad was going to happen. And I wouldn't be able to financially support our kids, give them the opportunities and the freedom and the choices that I wanted them to have, the stability. And so I just had really loose boundaries. Can anyone relate? I know I'm not alone in this, which is why I'm in this profession and why I focus on a specific group of people to help movers and shakers who are creating a tidal wave of change, to help them stay lit up, to help them stay energized, to help them stay high frequency. Some people would say high vibe, and have time for themselves, have time for their families. So I realized, okay, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm in this place where I don't have boundaries. I'm not happy anymore. I'm making the income I wanted to make, but now I don't have a personal life, trading one for the other. Some of you who are watching are totally at this point, I have a feeling. Or you can relate, you've been there before. So if you have questions or insight while I'm sharing, please feel free as well to put them in the chat. I think I'll be able to see while I'm sharing. Yes, I think I will be able to see. So I get back to my story here. I realized that if I was feeling flat, like I was lacking passion, feeling like I had no options, then something needed to change, because unless I had energy and unless I had focus, unless I had drive, there's no way I could help my clients the way I wanted to. And I realized I wasn't, yeah, and I wouldn't be able to see my kids. I wouldn't be able to have quality time with my husband. I wouldn't be able to stay healthy. I wouldn't be able to see friends, blah, blah, blah. Like it's all connected, right? So I realized I am not walking in integrity with what I'm teaching my clients, and I needed to apply the tools to my own life. And today I want to share with you three of the logs that I used to stoke my inner fire, because maybe one of these logs will serve you today and help you. They've helped many of my clients, so I believe that even one of these logs, if you applied it to your fire, it will help you feel much more alive again, much more energized. It will give you the direction that you need. So, the first log that I added to my fire was I reminded myself that I have a choice. Now, I didn't realize it, but I'd given my power away and thought that this is just what business professionals need to do. This is just what a leader needs to sacrifice and tolerate, is not a great personal life, not a great quality personal life. But then I realized, no, I have a choice. We all have a choice. And if we give our power away, we're giving away our freedom. So you can ask yourself today, what are my choices? Because really, the world is your oyster, and you're not as stuck as you think. The second log that I added to stoke my own fire and keep it lit was I reminded myself that my happiness matters as well. Now, when you're serving others, or if you have a family, what starts to happen sometimes for some of us who are like uber focused and very dedicated, very caring, committed to excellence, we get in this service trap of thinking that we have to put everyone before ourselves. But there's this awesome book and this awesome quote that says, love your neighbor as yourself. And the yourself part is often forgotten. If we don't love ourselves and keep our fire lit and stoked and hot inside, then you don't have any warmth to be able to give other people, because you're not showing care for yourself. So the second log that I needed to put on my fire, was the reminder that my happiness matters too. So if this is resonating with you, remind yourself out loud right now, if nobody's in the room, or even if they are, just don't care, and say, my happiness matters too. Because your happiness matters too. You're just as important. And when I remembered that, then I could put myself back into my schedule and create steps to make me feel happy, activities, uses of my time that would honor me and fill my need for joy and my health and my spiritual growth, my professional growth, just for me, the things that are just for me, I put those back onto my schedule. And I did it like an experiment. So don't think, oh, I have to do this forever and I'm already tired and how will this help? Well, don't listen to the naysayer or the doubter right now, or the critic. Just know that you need your energy. You need to be on fire. You need to feel red hot to enjoy your life and to be able to give effectively through your work to others. So that was the second log. I remembered that my happiness matters too. And then the third log I put on my fire to stoke my inner flame was the third log I want to share with you. Oh, yeah, that I set limits. Now, healthy boundaries, they stop you from overcommitting and then disappointing a lot of people, including yourself. If you're always the one who's disappointed, that's a key sign that you're probably stuck in people pleasing, overcommitting, and thinking there's no other choice. You don't have a choice. Remember, I have a choice. My happiness matters too. And that will give you the fuel that you need to be able to put that last log on the fire, which is to set limits, to have boundaries. So the way that I did that was I started asking for help. I had really tight boundaries, too tight in some areas of my life. And if that's you, then like me, right now you might be not letting support in. You might be trying to do everything yourself. And we're not made to do everything ourselves. So where could you loosen your boundaries and allow people to come alongside of you? Allow yourself to trust other people. Stop thinking that it's weak or that it makes you become an incompetent person just because you're getting help from others. and see it as a sign of strength that you're willing to ask other people for help because you deserve it. You're worthy of it. So that's one thing that I did. I tightened up my boundaries in one area. So I loosened them and asked for help from my personal family, as well as I got a mentor, paid for a mentor to keep me accountable and to help me see things I couldn't see for myself. And then I tightened up my boundaries in that I created stronger work hours and I protected time for myself and my family. And there's a number of different ways I set limits and honored my limits and boundaries, but I don't have time for that today to share with you that today. What I'd like to leave you with is those 3 logs. 1, I have a choice. I can change my life today if I'm really motivated. And what will get you motivated is looking at the nail in your foot and asking yourself if it's time to take it out and create a better life for yourself. And reminding yourself of your dream. So many people ahead of you have achieved your dream or their dream, a dream bigger than yours. So you have a choice. There's many choices ahead for you. And 2, you're worthy of your happiness, and your happiness matters as well. You're an equal, and others don't have to be your first priority. It's really important that you fuel up. 3, make sure that you're setting limits. Where do you need to have tighter limits, and where do you need to open up your boundaries and have looser boundaries to guard what's important? Your happiness, your health, your relationships. Money will continue to flow in. You will be provided for. In summary, what I want to share is that your flame brings warmth to the lives of others. And if you let your fire go out because of what you've been believing or because of your habits, then you are not serving and helping people to the degree that you could be. They need your warmth, and it's up to you to stoke that inner flame. If you have questions about how you could apply some of the steps that I teach my clients, I'd be happy to hop on a call with you. January is a great month to ensure that the rest of 2023 you are burnout free. So if you want 2023 to be a burnout free year, we should talk. Have an awesome day.